what happened here.
Oh, around
trouble.
goes Hamlin.
Oh,
and
no.
right in front of Boyer and into the wall hard goes McMurray and Jeff Gordon.
Not again. Jeff's car is destroyed.
Whoa.
Hamlin just spins out. The car just came around with him.
Nowhere for Newman and 31 to go. You see Clint Boyer in that 15 barely squeaking by.
Boy, but did you see Jeff Gordon? He almost had that wreck cleared, and he caught the front of McMurray's car there, and that turned Jeff down the hill. Well, look at Harvick. He's struggling right there, and then here comes Hamlin. He just spins out. No, watch this. Here comes Jeff Gordon coming. Bam. He almost
had it missed.
Almost had it made.
Jamie McMurray got him, and then he hits the inside wall as well.
Those are hard licks, man.
Everybody scatters.
Kansas, serious damage to the right front.
Sorry, come on.
That one is not going to be repairable on pit road.
Yeah, I'm going to scratch it, guys. Broke whatever.
It's bent, not necessarily broken. You see right here, he's already in the wall. He's already had the failure entering turn 3 and had a big impact. You see how much damage there was in the car. I'd say at this point, with 93 laps to go, with that much damage, I would be surprised.
The 88 is involved. The 15 as well.
This 88 was one of the teams that chose to just come and get 4 tires. He was trying to use those tires, get back up through the field. They were racing 2, 3, and 4 wide down the backstretch. Yeah, the 88's really trying to push the issue on these new tires. He tries to get to the outside of Ty Dillon. You see the 15 come up, actually, and get into Ty Dillon. That causes the 15 to go around. He catches the 88 in the left rear quarter panel. Really, the first replay, I thought it was the 88 that pushed the 33, but looking at it a second time, that's not what happened. It looked like Clint Boyer got into the 33, got himself spun around, and caused the accident behind him.
Take a look. He was running 16th.
See, he gets loose right
Sideways,
there.
yeah.
And ends up overcorrecting and hits the wall really hard. Hard impact.
It's right along with Jeff Gordon.
It's so hard as a driver when you have to turn the wheel back right. If you don't, you're going to spin out. But when you turn the wheel back right and the front tires catch, this is what happens. So you just got to not turn the wheel back to the right as hard. It's very difficult to do. We see really good race car drivers do this, and every tire is different. You know, the left side tires and right side tires are different. When you turn that wheel back to the right, the left side tires sometimes dig. This is a different tire than we ran last week at Charlotte. So every tire behaves a little bit differently. When he got loose, he just got the wheel turned too far back to the right. Hard impact in the wall.
Oh, we got one moving into we saw this on pit road early. Casey Kane hits the inside wall and knocks it down. Saw some guys' helmets that were sitting up there. So a problem with Casey Kane's car. Goes onto pit road and the caution's out.
We saw this Saturday in practice, almost identical to that. We talked about how rare it is that it can happen. It's happened twice in 2 days. It's coming off turn 3, approaching the front straightaway. You can see Casey's all by himself, gets loose. Same thing we saw with Jeb Burton the other day, almost in the same tread marks. Can't get the car all the way spun out. Now I'll be honest with you, he's long for the ride, trying to keep from hitting the inside wall, but there's just no stopping it at this point.
And as you mentioned, 2 days in a row now we have seen something similar to this. As I mentioned, some of the things that were sitting on pit road, crew members will put their helmets on pit road waiting before they have to go out there for a pit stop. And we've seen on these replays some things flying, one of those being a helmet. Green flag back in the air. The 4 not going. They wreck behind him. The green flag is out as they cross the start-finish line. Will they throw the caution? Trying to get back up to speed. Caution comes out. Now the question is, who was in front?
Stay in front of them. Stay in front of them.
So right here we see they're under green flag. NASCAR's looking at the track, trying to determine if these cars can drive off. It's very important to see who the leader is when the light comes on.
Trouble back straightaway, guys.
Trevor Bayne.
A number of cars
And
involved.
more. Logano is in it.
Crashing all. Oh, man. Look at that.
Looked like half the field piled up on lap 47.
Bottom of the left rear turn distance. Got back.
I saw Menard coming off of turn 2 over there, and he was flying.
He had a big run.
Fast race car, guys. Sorry, guys. I don't know if the 27.
That was Trevor Bayne talking. Paul Menard in the 27 had a big run on the number 6 of Trevor Bayne.
Oh, man. Gosh, his 6 just started to turn all by itself. I mean,
But Darrell, do you think the 27 car being out there on the outside, it just pulled the back end of Trevor Bayne's 6 car around?
it had to, Larry, because the car was not in there was nobody around him except that 27 closing fast. See right here, he gets a big run coming. You got I think that's Tony Stewart down below him. He's got cars on both sides of him.
And then Kurt Busch got into Bayne, and into the wall he went.
But what I felt was when the 27 went around us on the top there, it's just going to pull you around almost every time. And now I see that Kurt's pretty close to our left rear, so that's double trouble, you know. When you get the air moving around here at these high speeds, it's as much as physically hitting each other. I hate that for our race team. We had a super fast Advocare 4 today, and I thought this is one of those places you can get a win. You can make your way into the chase or run top 5, and our car was really fast. We worked our way into the top 5 a couple times from qualifying toward the back, and I was really confident with how it drove and how it was racing around other cars. Seemed like people wanted to work with us, and then just that late move to the outside there with a 27 car. Everybody's racing hard pretty early. I'd hoped we could all ride a little bit longer on the top and then sort it out later, but we hate to have a fast race car on a wrecker. And
up as the big one's happening once again, coming out of turn number 4 into the wall. Kyle Larson, multiple cars sideways. Martin Truex Jr., a lot of damage to the front end of his car. Eric Almirola also involved.
We've seen this time and time again. The 20 tries to come down on the 5. I don't know if he actually makes contact with the 5 or just the air gets him loose. Man, and then it's just a mess, right? When you have trouble in front of that many cars, there's just nowhere to go. You see the 9 spinning, trying to avoid it. Once the smoke is that thick, there's just nowhere to go.
All these cars behind them right now, they're just trying to find somewhere to go, but there just never is. You just keep piling in. You're on the brakes. The guys behind you are running into you. You know, it's just a big. This is plate racing. This is what we talk about. This is what the drivers fear.
Right along with Tony Stewart.
Come in here, back it down. Come down low, come down low, come down low, all the way down, all the way down. Come on down, come on down, come on down. Stay right there, stay there, stay there, stay there, stay there. Watch out now.
The vision of these drivers amazed me. It almost sounded like he was out of the gas before we even saw sparks. Like he knew this was not going to work.
You can see Matt Kenseth, he never got touched by Casey Kane. They tried to fill that spot. The air got taken off the back of the car, got loose, around he went, caused a big wreck.
There's that air cushion that Martin Truex Jr. was mentioning earlier. They didn't actually make contact, but around went the 20.
Yeah, we've seen this. You know, this is the 4th incident we've seen where cars start to get spun around just by being around other cars or being in situations where they had a lot of air and then they lost it. So this is something new. We haven't been seeing this at Daytona.
You know, we talked about track position at the top of the night. The 88
and Kenseth cleared by Logano. Maybe no. Kenseth takes him out. Logano into the wall. Caution comes out and the crowd roars. Helmets coming off of the crew members of the 20. And we have to remind you why this is happening.
Joey, stay in the car.
A couple races ago at Kansas, Matt Kenseth was leading. Joey Logano running second. You can tell how the fans feel about it. The red flag is out as they will have to clean the track up. A couple races ago in Kansas, the team told Joey to stay in the car, but obviously Joey out of the car, not able to continue on. In the latter laps of the race at Kansas, Joey Logano had a faster car than Matt Kenseth. He got behind him. He bumped him going into turn 1. He turned Kenseth around. After the race, Kenseth said, "That's not the way I want to be raced. Now I know how he races me." This is what just took place.
And clearly, the 22 is lapping the 20, and 20 obviously intentionally wrecked him. And like what happened the week before was more than 2 weeks before was more than it should have been, and just flat wrecked him.
Matt Kenseth already not having the day that he wanted to have. And the opportunity presented itself at a short track.
Still down there, still down there, still down there, still down there.
Once the favorite for the title, Joey Logano out of his car. Matt Kenseth out of his car. It will be an interesting trip to the infield care center. Listen into the 20 radio.
Wow, man, I guess the right front went down there. You okay? Yeah, I'm okay. I flew right in front or something.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. to the bottom of the track. Junior will win at Daytona. And the big one happens behind them.
Oh my God.
Yeah, the 11 gets kind of stuck in the middle there and comes across the Ford's bumper. As he does, he spins back in, gets the 3 airborne, and he just gets projected off the other cars right up into the fence.
He went from the bottom of the racetrack over 2 rows of cars and into that catch fence.
Here we go. You can see him on the bottom. Rex starts in front. He runs in the back of the 24. Gets up on the 11. Now he's on top of the 50.5. And now it's just along for the ride. Watch the car stop. Watch the car stop. It gets into those poles, and it goes from, I don't know what, 180, 190 miles an hour, I'm just guessing, to a complete stop. That is unbelievable.
And it looks like a toy. That's 3,500 pounds. That stock car is extremely heavy. You see here, after he's upside down, the 2 is spinning. Obviously, he's already lost control, makes more contact with the 3.
$11 and the 4 to get together. Here we are at the start-finish line.
It just pushes the 3 up into the air enough that it rolls over the top of a car. And then that momentum just continues to move him into the catch fence. Hang on. This will be a wild ride. That was Tony Stewart going underneath